Yeah, what's going on? It's Solomon King from Esoteric Minds Media. Shit, tonight, man, was kind of impactful, reflective, and all that. So I know where the energies is leading towards this time, if you understand what I'm saying. Um, I had kind of a reflective moment with somebody I never thought I'd have one with. You know what I mean? But it was worth it, and I know how the divine work. You know what I mean? When it happens, it happens. But it brought me to this um, topic right here. When the soul speak, you know what I mean? When the soul speak and you feel the vibrations, whatever's going on in your body, you have to allow yourself to feel it. You know, because if you don't allow yourself to feel it, you really don't know what the soul is saying to you. Because when your soul speak. There's nothing you can do about it. That's that inward expression. You know what I mean? And your inward expression is gonna show you that outside manifestation of whatever it is. You know what I mean? But it's up to you to set the outward action. If you get where I'm coming from, it got something to do with correspondence and rhythm. You know, and polarity come into play too, because it's how we polarize shit. It's gonna either be positive or negative. You know what I mean? So it helped me to understand a little bit more about when the soul speak. You know what I mean? And allowing yourself to feel it. You know, because you first off got to be grateful that you still have a soul these days. And if you feeling it, do not ignore that feeling, because that's your soul knocking at the door. That's your soul speaking to you, leading you towards what's right. But it's us as the physical vessels. We got free will. We could choose to ignore it, or we could choose to go towards it. You know what I mean? And I learned that from experience. You know, that intuition, you can't ignore that shit. Just when your soul speak, it speak, yo. It's trying to connect to something that's spiritual. But us in this 3D realm of reality, you know, we tend to try to ignore it and stay looking out externally in the exoteric, and not so much wanting to venture in the esoteric. You get what I'm saying? And we all fall victim to it. That's denying feelings, emotions, and thoughts. You know, and when we see the outward expression of it, it don't quite add up sometimes, because that outward expression is not matching that essence, that inner impression that's set in that expression internally. No matter how you try to shape it, no matter how you try to make it seem like that's the right outward manifestation, is not. And if you do a mirror match, it's gonna show it to you. You know, you can simply take a picture and see yourself this way 1 minute, but when you take a picture here, you see yourself like this another minute. I don't know why I had to use that analogy, but I mean, it is what it is. And whoever's supposed to get this, they'll see it like that, you know. But you gotta understand this expression versus essence. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us are blinded by outward expressions of what people think about us, or what we should do, or where we should go. But what about that impression of yourself? Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? These days, man, when the soul speak, yo, it's time to listen. Because what if you don't feel that feeling anymore? You know, we got to understand, when the feelings hit the human body and we such at a low density, we tend to kind of feel negative or disturbed sometimes if we don't venture off in it. A lot of people don't like feeling certain emotions because they feel weak or they feel vulnerable. You got to allow yourself to be that way. But that's also a thing that's called being to yourself. That hermit card, isolation. You know what I mean? It be called for it. Otherwise, you too so far in the exoteric, in this external, and trying to let it dictate your movements, except for going with that spirit, going with what really makes you feel peaceful, really makes you feel good. A lot of us be going off of guilt, not thinking that it might not be the same or it might not work, but you don't give it a chance, you'll never know. You know what I mean? It could be any way, place, person, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So if it resonate with you, just take it with you. If it don't, just leave it. But I know this gonna resonate with somebody. You know what I mean? Because lately everything I've been doing been just reflections, and it's self reflections. You know what I mean? And every moment that I'm aware of it, it's a lesson in it. So it's not so bad to be in the moment, in the now moment. Don't ignore those feelings because it could be a time where you're not feeling anything, or it could be a time where you wasn't feeling nothing. You see, so we gotta understand the Father and I are one. The Father in you and me, we're all God is in us, and through everything, everything is God in action. You know what I mean? But it's some people out here that really don't feel, yo. They only dictating the external and think that's true feeling, and it's not true feeling. You know, a lot of us in the control system where our soul is speaking to us and trying to get us out of it. You see what I'm saying? Because we see something far greater around the corner, but it's what we see out in the external. Kind of make you afraid to dip off into the unknown, and sometimes that unknown is something that you always knew. Real shit. It's just that we change, and we have changed, and we become different, you know. So if it resonate with you, just take it with you, yo. When that soul speak, don't ignore it. When the soul speak, it's gonna speak through your emotions, through your feelings, through your thoughts, your projections. If that's the soul speaking, you just gotta know it. You gotta know it. You know what I mean? The split coming up, y'all. We ain't got that long to go. You know what I mean? Resurrection Sunday coming up. If you understand the real esoteric meaning of to fucking Resurrection Sunday, you will wake up. You know what I mean? You will really wake up. Because we ain't got that long left. You know, and when I say that long left, I don't mean this shit gonna just shut down and crash. And no, you gotta understand what I'm saying. You know, so for everybody that's gonna have a good Easter weekend, man, happy Easter. You know what I mean? And stay focused. You know, I love y'all, man. Holla back.